Welcome to Horror Saturdays episode 5. Today's mood is called the Try Not to Get Scared Challenge. You guys should know what that means, but if you don't, let me explain. This is a challenge where you try your best not to get scared by any of the videos shown today. I have 5 lives in this video, and if I get scared or show any sort of scare 5 times, I have lost this challenge. Hopefully you understand now, and with that, enjoy Horror Saturdays. Okay, this first one is called Among Us the Purple Imposter Animated Short, and it was uploaded by Mudroom. So let's go.
Brad, I'm so hungry.
Well, you should have ate earlier. We're about to discuss stuff.
No,
It's
there
rude
wasn't
to
enough
eat
time.
when we're talking.
Okay, team. It seems we have an imposter.
Oh. Oh! They won't have details in this. Okay.
Hey guys! What you doing in the dark room here?
Hey, Purple. Where have you been, buddy?
I was hanging out with Orange.
What were you and Orange doing?
We were doing our tasks.
Uh-huh. And where's the little orange guy now?
I don't remember.
Sus. I don't like this. Oh, Orange is in the picture.
Not pink. We know purple. He would never hurt.
But how do you explain all that blood on him?
Oh. No. This is disgusting.
I
Yep.
know he was our friend, but we don't have a choice.
What are you guys talking about?
We could at least make it easy for him. Hey, Purple. Do you want to come help me clean out the pressure chamber?
Oh yeah, sure thing. Right now?
Yeah, Purple. Let's just get it over with.
Oh. Oh.
Purple. Purple, come closer. Oh, Purple.
Orange?
Tell them. Tell them it was pink.
Guys, I just remember something. I
Oh. What was the plot twist? You see, that could have been good for my bingo game. So Pink killed Orange, got to the meeting room without any blood on him somehow, and Purple just ate, or like, ate meat. I don't know what that type of meat is called, ham or something. So that's where the bone came from. How did he not remember? Well, I guess his character was kind of dumb. Let me get to the next one. This next one is called This Must Be the Place by Alto. We already know Alto. They're very good at making IRL or short films, so let's do this. Okay, staring at me. Okay. I didn't know her.
I want to do what you do.
Huh? Okay. What the heck is this? Why does she want to do this? Just do what they do. I don't know how many lives I have right now. This is very weird. Okay. This is too. Why does she want? What? I guess I didn't think she was ready. Oh! Slap her back! Yes! Okay, sure, I thought she was gonna do it. Yes! Slap her back, please! Why would she just... Nah... No. Oh, she wants to go again. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So is she in or... Okay, Okay. Guess she's one of them now, maybe. This is so weird, man. Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. They think they're eating something. Yeah. That seems always so weird. Like what? Nah. Oh, she became a pro. That was quick. Okay. Oh, so that's like a mind control. Oh, I can see why she wants to do this. Does he go back to normal or something? Okay. Toxic. Hey. Okay. That was something. I don't even know how many times I got scared. I don't think I jumped once, but yeah, that was good. This is too good so far. Let's see it to be three good. Okay, we have another animation. This one is called The Roommate by Llama Art. So yeah, we already know Llama Art.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN.
Ignore this. This was 3 years ago. Actually, 4 years ago. This video 4 years ago. Still relevant now.
More details at the end.
The Roommate.
Looking for a new roommate is always a daunting task. Even though you interview and take the time to get to know that person, you don't truly find out who they are until you start living with them. I had begun searching for a roommate after I decided to leave my current residency. I was contacted a couple of hours after placing an ad on the Facebook Marketplace. The message read,
"Hey Chris, I'll be moving out of my current apartment this August and I'm looking to room with someone new, as my roommates are moving to California this year. I'm 27 and I'm currently going to school. When I'm not at school, I enjoy hiking and watching movies. I also apprentice at a taxidermy shop on the days I don't have class. Hope that's not weird. It's always been a fun hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Have a great day, Lunaire."
My first and most obvious reaction after reading the message was to check her profile. She was of medium height, had long, messy blonde hair and green eyes. In her profile picture, I saw her standing with a man and a woman shoulder to shoulder. They each adorned goofy grins and held up peace signs.
Okay.
Under the photo, the caption read, "Love my roommates."
Okay.
I smiled to myself and decided to
What's
send
a
her a message
taxidermy?
back. The sun beat down on us as we
Wait,
hoisted
we aren't
various
going
objects
past that. Nah.
to send her a message
Who the heck is that?
to the second floor. The sun beat down on us as we hoisted various objects to the second floor of our new apartment. It took us a couple days to get everything out of the moving trucks and into our new place, but as soon as we did, a wave of relief washed over our sweat-drenched and sore bodies. After a couple more hours of rearranging, we each grabbed a beer from the fridge and sat on the porch. We reminisced about old 90s cartoons and what video games we obsessed over as kids, and as the sun started to set, I truly felt relaxed and confident that things were going to work out. A week later, I started a new job for a construction company that was owned by a good friend of mine. As I was getting ready, I heard the front door swing open and walked into the living room to see Lunaire and her friend David sliding in a large box. "What you got there?" I asked. Through a strained grunt, she replied,
I bought a freezer to store some of the animals I'm planning on using in my taxidermy work. I hope that's alright.
Okay.
I was obviously hesitant at first, as there was no mention of this happening in the first place, but I eventually accepted and returned to my room to continue getting ready for work. I came home at around 9 p.m. after having a couple of beers with friends and noticed that the freezer was nestled snugly in the lower part of the pantry. A low hum could be heard reverberating off of the inner walls. I was curious to see what was inside, but didn't want to intrude on Lunaire's business, so I went into my room and changed into more comfortable clothing. After changing, I came back out into the kitchen and started making a sandwich. I opened the fridge and grabbed what I needed. As I turned around and stubbed my toe on the edge of the island countertop and let out a long, exasperated grunt. Through my frustration, I slammed the fridge door shut and checked my toe to see if there was any bleeding. As I raised my head back up, I was greeted by a shadowy figure. Lunaire was standing in the doorway leading to her room. The darkness behind her almost seemed to envelop her.
Is everything okay?
She said in a deadpan tone. "Yeah, I'm sorry. I just slammed my toe into the corner of the countertop as I was making a sandwich. I hope I didn't wake you."
It's fine.
She said in the same deflated tone as before. She then turned around and walked back into the darkness of her room. I could tell that she was so I quietly made my sandwich and retreated back to my room as well, only hearing the low hum from the freezer as I closed my door. I had the next day off, so I was able to sleep in a little longer than usual. When I finally emerged from my room, I walked into the kitchen to make breakfast. As I opened the refrigerator, I noticed that the light wasn't turning on and there was a lack of cold air escaping from inside. I turned around and flipped the light switch to confirm my suspicion. Sure enough, the power was out. I muttered under my breath. I walked over to Lunaire's room and knocked on her door to tell her about the power outage if she didn't already know, but there was no answer. I then remembered that she had classes that day and probably wasn't home. I walked back to the kitchen and past the pantry. As I did, I slipped on the floor but was able to catch myself on the countertop. "What the?" I angrily exclaimed as I looked down at the floor trying to figure out what I had slipped on. It was blood. It had started to leak from the corner of the freezer and pool onto the floor. I quickly tried to open the freezer to find out the cause of the viscous liquid, but then I noticed that it had a padlock attached to it. I don't remember seeing that before. I ran out to my car and grabbed my toolbox from the back seat. I approached the freezer and set my tools down on the nearby countertop. I then pulled out a small pair of bolt cutters and snapped through the metal of the padlock. It fell to the ground with a large thud. I creaked open the top of the freezer and was greeted with a putrid stench that permeated my nostrils. I quickly pinched my nose and walked away gagging in response. "I guess I should have realized that was gonna happen," I muttered to myself in between gags. After gaining my composure, I grabbed some gloves from under the sink and started taking inventory. I could see a couple of dead birds and plastic bags wedged into the corners of the freezer.
For animals.
I took each bag out and set them in the trash can nearby. That's when I noticed that the blood was coming from the corner of the larger black bag. I don't know why, but I decided to open the top of the bag and peer inside. I was greeted by large, milky white eyes, a swollen black tongue surrounded by cracked and bloated lips, and the matted hair of a human head. I swiftly dropped the bag and fell backwards onto the floor. My breathing had ceased to exist, and I grabbed the trash can next to me and expelled my disgust into it. I then ran out the door, got into my car, and called the police. As I sat in the interrogation room with a blanket over my shoulders, I couldn't help but think about the face I'd seen. It looked so familiar. That's when it finally hit me. I pulled out my phone and looked at Lunaire's profile picture. It was her old roommate, the one she said was moving to California. When the detective entered the room, she started the questioning process, asking me if I started noticing any weird behavioral occurrences around the apartment. Yeah, I stubbed my toe the other day and she creepily stood in the doorway. It seemed like she was pissed, but for some reason I had a strange feeling like she was concerned about something. That's when I connected the dots. She didn't come out into the kitchen because she heard me stub my toe. She came out into the kitchen because she thought I slammed the freezer instead of the fridge. A cold sweat started to form on my forehead as my surroundings became blurred. I could hear a low whine slowly starting to cover up the words of concern from the detective. As my vision started to clear, I could see another officer enter the room and whisper something into her ear as he handed her a piece of paper. "Do you have somewhere you could stay at?" she asked. I mean, I was planning on staying with my parents. They live about 30 minutes outside of town. Okay, she paused. "Listen, I don't want to worry you, but we found this picture inside of your apartment." She slid the piece of paper across the table, and I immediately felt like someone kicked me in the chest. The head of Lunaire's other roommate sat on the chair. In the background, scrawled on the wall in blood, read, "Love my roommates. All of them."
One thing that animated horror shows can do is give plot twists and good actual plot storytelling. Even if the scare is not there, because it really can't be there in an animation. But yeah, very good. But yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay, this next one is called Jinx by Spellbound Productions. And yeah, it's 5 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, starting off. This is where you need to get the heck out of here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll. Next time he sees me, I'm gone. I don't understand. Why are you just looking at this? Yeah, actually, I'll be fine. I don't think I'll run immediately. It might just be a cosplay person. Although if it's night, and even a normal person can kill me. I don't want any fictional people killing me. Hmm. It is weird. I'm joking. Yep. I'm a fool with a twisted grin, laughter and chaos, my deadly sin. Solve my riddle. On my face, my blade. Oh! For I am Jinx. And your fate has been made. It's gonna be gone, isn't it? I know it's still there. What's it? I don't even understand the riddle. Still there. I don't know if they had to wait for the train to be here, or did they actually like rent the train? I don't know. It's high production. If so. I have a feeling it's gonna come back to her. Oh. Oh. Oh!
Who are you? What do you want?
Hmm.
Please.
My goodness. Oh. The answer was Joker. Or is that just irrelevant? I don't know. He must. I think he hits her in the places where people die easily. Neck and the stomach. Round two. Just never take that subway. Like literally, that's literally. That's, I mean, my advice is to never take that subway ever again. Okay, and this last one is called Lucid by Tain of Groans. So this is the last one. It has been good 4 for 4. The last one, the previous one we just watched was the best. So let's do this. This is also an animation. Can't see anything. There's a bear. I'm just about make out stuff. Like I can make out that. Hmm. Okay. Oh, he moved. I don't know why I just realized that. And he was stood upright, so that should be another problem. It's gone again, isn't it? to Rubik's Cube. What's no point for that one? Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Why is there a floating TV? Okay, it's coming. It got under the bed that quick. I don't know if it's he or she, so let's be it for now. Although the bird can still see her. Panasonic. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, but it's
What are you doing in my room?
huh? Well, I'm so confused. I think we need sound effects because that's one where the bear got closer to him. Because there's like a jump scare sound effects. I mean, well, how would I know? I don't know. Horror short film enthusiast. But yeah, I think I can say 5 for 5 because that last one was too creepy. Yeah, this is honestly one of the best bunch I've had. So I guess I'll give this week a 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, I don't know if I've lost, but my answer will tell me. Yeah. But yeah, if I have one, then great. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos and for more Horror Saturdays. And with that, Horror Saturdays comes to an end.